Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Prince of Wales. I'm here with my good friends Neville, Clive, assisted by our glamorous assistant Lee. Yeah, and we're here to tell everybody about our Rum Fest event next week. Next week we got Moseley Cocktail Week. Part of that is Rum Fest. We got a great tasting rum every day for just £1 a tot. Some of these rums are fantastic. There's only one bottle though, so it's 28 measures. £1 to go, one measure per customer. When it's gone, it's gone. So we're going to taste some of the rums that are going to be on offer. So the first one we're going to taste is from Spain. It's a Spanish rum called Ron Añejo dos Madeiros. And I've never drunk a rum from Spain before, so we're going to find out what it's like. So boys, it's got a great nose, smells good. Lovely, lovely smell, lovely aroma, and the taste.
Smells quite sweet.
Yeah, the smell is just, charismatic, beautiful.
Beautiful, like a lovely Spanish lady. Oh, that's good, that's good. Taste is good, quite viscous, quite a good mouthfeel, coats your mouth, nice and sweet, plenty of depth.
Yeah. Very smooth, particularly.
Very smooth, yeah.
God, it's so smooth, it's just like velvet down the throat.
Velvet, okay.
We like velvet, Nev.
Okay, that's rum number one. Right, we're going to move on to rum number two now. This rum here, which is called Holly Dollar rum, is actually from Fiji. It is, it's Fijian rum. We've never drunk it before. Well, I think I drank it once last year when we did a similar thing. So,
Right, that man.
So Fijian rum coming up. I'm going to give it to Lee to pour a bit of rum. So, gents, the first one was pretty good. It's going to take a bit of beating, do we think?
Yep. That rum, top draw.
It's a high mark you've set.
Set a good benchmark.
Yeah, so beautiful, the Spanish.
Right then. So we're now on Holly Dollar rum from Fiji. Looks quite a different colour in the glass. Looks a lot lighter. Smells quite a bit different. Very smells strong. I think that's because it's a cask strength rum. So we're drinking a rum that's 75% ABV, alcohol by volume. So if you think something like Ray and Nephew strong, this is a good 10% ABV more.
But the flavours from it taste, well, quite nice.
It's smooth, but you can tell it's cask strength on your lips, on your tongue. It burns slightly. When it gets in your mouth, it is actually quite smooth, but very, very interesting, very, very nice. Yeah, I'm not sure I prefer it above the Spanish though. I probably prefer the Spanish. What do you think?
Yeah, the Spanish is still number one to me.
Spanish wins it hand down so far.
So far we're going with the Spanish. So let's move on. We got our third rum now, which is Cuban. This rum is from a very famous brand, Havana Club, but this particular presentation is called Selección de Maestros. It's a selection of rums by their master blender, all of which I think are 10 years old. So Lee, do you want to pour us some of that? So some Cuban rum to go with our Cuban cigars. Why not? Why not, indeed. So here it comes, Selección de Maestros. Or should I say, Seleccione de Maestros. So, this is a Cuban one, yeah? Selección de Maestros. So what do we think? Colour-wise, it's quite light. Yeah? Nose-wise, not much of a nose, actually, I don't think. Taste-wise, it's quite interesting. It's not my favourite. It's not quite viscous enough for me, not quite sweet enough. What do you think, Clive?
Flat.
Flat?
Not so great, really.
Not so great. I mean, this is a fantastic rum. This is one of Havana Club's finest products. So perhaps, considering its price and the fact that it is one of the flagship brands of Havana Club, perhaps a little bit disappointing, maybe. Yeah? So relative to the Spanish one, a bit disappointing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So the next one we're going to taste is a favourite of mine. It's Gosling's Family Reserve. It comes from Bermuda. Lovely story about Family Reserve. When they started to distill quite a lot of it, they didn't have enough bottles on the island of Bermuda. So they used to wait for the British merchant ships to arrive in port. And when they poured out all the empty champagne bottles from the officers' mess, Goslings would take them away, clean them, and fill them with their rum. That's why to this day it's presented in a champagne bottle. So, Lee, do you want to do the honours? Pour us some of that. Now, Goslings makes a lovely cocktail. It's one of the only cocktails that's got a copyrighted name, which is one we do here, which is called a Dark and Stormy, which this rum goes great in Dark and Stormies. It's rum, ginger beer, lime juice, and Angostura bitters. It's a great drink to have with cigars. So, gentlemen, what do we think? Clive, what do we think of this one from Bermuda, Gosling's Family Reserve?
Smooth with a bit of tanginess.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Like it. Neville.
I'm in love with it.
In love with it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
the colour and the flavours are just beautiful. It's done in a way so beautiful.
So, does it beat the Spanish one?
It's neck and neck with it.
Neck and neck.
I'm still going with the Spanish. So.
You're still going with the Spanish? Okay, let's have a go myself. You can see what I think. I've drunk it many times. I love it. Oh, it's delicious. It's more complex than the Spanish one. It's deeper. It's got character. Absolutely. Okay, so for me, that's in the lead so far, but not for Clive, I fear. Okay. But so it's in the lead by a short nose. Obviously not your nose, Neville. And that's only after 4 rums. So moving on to the next one, we're now going to taste this one here, which is St. Nicholas's Abbey. It's from Barbados. It looks, you can see in the glass, it looks a little bit more golden in colour. So Lee's going to pour us 3 of these, please. No, seriously, I think that's a very good rum, that Gosling's, and it's quite reasonably priced.
Drinking it, the quality just comes out. Drinking that rum, it's just it's a rum within itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, fantastic.
It's growing on you, Clive, I can tell.
Yes, yeah, it is. It is. Hold on.
So here comes the next one. This is St. Nicholas's Abbey. It's a lovely bottle. You won't be able to see on the camera, but it's all engraved, hand engraved. The bottle. It's from Barbados. It's not a dark rum. It's a golden rum. So we'll see what we think. Nose, boys. What do we think, Clive, on the nose? Good aroma.
Flat.
Not much aroma.
No.
There isn't much aroma coming from it, but
Not much nose.
no, but the taste now. I'm trying to
That is awesome. That is fantastic. Very subtle, quite sophisticated. The Goslings was like big in flavour, sort of right between the eyes. This is very different style, isn't it?
Yeah, it disguises itself. The aromas ain't so great, but as soon as my lips tasted it, it's a surprise. Yeah.
This is a woman's rum.
A woman's rum. Oh well, a woman's rum. So would we score it higher than the Goslings? Do you think?
No, not at all. No.
prefer the Goslings.
No.
It's in third at the moment.
Still prefer
Yeah.
the Spanish one.
Yes. Half and half.
Half and half.
It's in third, Keith.
Okay,
Third place.
but a great rum, definitely. Definitely than a bit better than a bit of Captain Morgan's rum and black. Blah blah blah. Okay, so let's just have another snooter of that one. Right. Okay, so that's the St. Nicholas's Abbey. Let's move on to a mighty rum. The next rum is from Ronza Kappa. Very fine bottle. As you can see, it's a lovely bottle. It's made in Guatemala. They do lots of different presentations. This one here is called the Centenario 30-year-old Anniversario. So it's 30 years old. It's a pretty special rum, so Lee's going to do the honours. It's older than Neville. Way! He got one back in there. He got one back in. like I say, Ron Zacapa is a massive brand internationally. Not that well known in the UK, perhaps, but in terms of premium rum, it's one of the finest and best known brands in the world. And this is one of its top presentations. So here we go with a Ron Zacapa 30-year-old. This is the last one. So, boys, as it's the last rum, cheers. Nose-wise, what do we think, Nev?
Nice, beautiful. It's up there.
Nice
It's
nose.
up there. Yeah.
It's subtle on the nose, yeah.
So we got a bit of subtleness on the nose.
Golden. One word, golden.
Golden.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
This rum, you sit down and drink with your woman.
One to sit down and drink with your woman. I'm not sure Diane would be up for drinking this, but I think if she sat down and drank this, pretty soon she'd be let out flat, but still. Never mind. I've got to say, it's a great taste. That is so smooth. It's easy to drink. That's the easiest drinking one of the lot, isn't it?
Yeah. It's sprinted there amongst the Spanish and the Gosling.
Right.
Yeah. So
Okay, so now is the moment of truth. So we've got to look at what is our best rum that's on the table here. We've got 6 really great rums to choose from. So I'm going to go to Clive first. I want you to pick up the bottle you think is the best rum.
Oh my word of me. Hold on a minute. I would go for the Spanish.
The Spanish. Clive's voting the Spanish as the best.
But this.
Sue obviously just wants to drink all of them.
But this one. This one is top draw.
Right, yeah. There's a cap of the last one. That was very, very good. It was excellent. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask Neville now. Neville, your best rum. Which is the best rum?
the best rum is the Gosling, followed by the Spanish. Followed by the Spanish and the yeah.
Okay, so I think we got pretty much a sort of undecided jury on the best rum.
What do you think, Keith?
I personally would probably go. I like the Goslings, but I'm very impressed with this. So I'd have to put this in the Goslings at the top,
I agree.
and then I'd probably go for the Spanish.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
Yeah. So there we go. If you want to get your hands on some really great rum, come down to Prince of Wales next week. We got Rum Fest, part of Moseley Cocktail Week. You can drink some great rums for £1 a glass. There's only one bottle of each, so that's 28 measures. First come, first serve, £1 a customer. The date in July, it starts on Monday, which is Monday the 15th, and it goes all the way to the following Sunday. So, boys, cheers.
Cheers.
Good to see you.
Cheers,
Have a jolly fine evening.
Great rums.
Lovely rums.